right in between this next book. What do you think?
So, HBO, home box office. When I was growing up, it was all about Gremlins and movies that had just come out a few months earlier. So much has happened at HBO over the years. They are probably the premier network for documentaries. Anybody remember The Jinx? Front page news all over the world. I think we have some footage. Guy Durst, oh boy, he actually confessed in the middle of the documentary, apparently, to killing people. It was so wild, and we have the good people at HBO to thank. Sheila Nevins is the president of HBO Documentary Films. She has produced more than 1,000 documentary films for HBO, just about all of them very highly critically acclaimed, so entertaining. Her new book is called You Don't Look Your Age and Other Fairy Tales. Sheila Nevins, welcome to Good Day New York.
Thank you. We're so excited. First of all, big fan, and you know, you and I were discussing, I mean, everything from The Jinx you put together to our friend Perry Palce's great documentary on
and still on, running now.
Warning, this drug may kill you, about the opiate epidemic.
Yes.
But what's interesting is, I mean, you've won, I mean, I don't know how many awards, 26 Oscars, Emmys, Peabodys, you name it.
Keep going, keep going. I got an A in general science.
But the thing is, Sheila has never put herself out there. And now, in this book, it's a very funny and poignant book, but you put yourself out there.
Right.
Warts and all.
I have no warts, I'm perfect.
Why did you want to do that? I mean, you're stepping now in front of the camera.
Okay, you want to know why?
Yeah.
Because I'm old, it's time, and I spent my whole life with secrets, and I thought, if not now, when? So are you going to tell my secrets, or am I?
Well, what do you got? I'm looking for the warts part. Sheila, you look from the outside looking in, you have it made, but nobody does totally have it made, and you've had struggles along the way.
Yes, I have. Life is not easy for anyone. And when you spend your life telling stories, mostly sad ones, you wonder about your own stories and whether it's time to tell those. And whether anyone reads it or not is not as important as that you got it off your chest. You're not eulogized as this great documentary person. You're just another person who has, as you said, warts. Want to see my warts?
No. You know what? It's funny because you talk about secrets. I mean, one of the first chapters is about getting a facelift.
Go for it.
And you talk about whether it was worth it or not. And?
I think that women are afraid of age, and they're afraid to admit to cosmetic surgery. And being in a sort of fringe of showbiz, I think people will whisper to me, I just had a facelift, so be careful you don't shoot this because it's a little bloody. And I'm tired of it. And I thought, I've had 2, and I'm not proud. I'm sort of sad that I'm such a victim of our society. But I'm honest.
A victim of our society?
Yes, a victim. I knew you'd pick that up.
Well, but how, like, why? Because, like, you can't be more open about...
Everything's about youth.
Everything's about youth. But you know what? Men, too, are a little bit skittish and not too proud of...
Men don't...
What? Why not?
Because men are distinguished as they get older. Women simply get old.
Yeah.
They're too old for camera. They're too old for this. They're too old for that. They streak their hair. I'm a victim.
Huh.
And a victor.
And a victor. All right, I'm glad you said that.
By the way, so, I mean, that's not the only interesting chapters that I found.
Go on,
Okay, well, first of all, heartbreaking, your son, Tourette's, and just basically how difficult it was for you to get a diagnosis. He was 2 years old. You had taken him to a bunch of doctors.
Well, I mean, the thing about Tourette's is that the media, all of us, have given the wrong idea about Tourette's. We think it's yelling out dirty words. Did you think that?
Yeah.
It's been mocked in movies and depicted that way, sure.
Because it's the fun part, but do you know that that's less than 5% of the people who have Tourette's? And do you know that 1 out of every 100 children has some evidence of Tourette's? But usually Tourette's is like this. Or I might touch you a little more than you would. But many kids outgrow it. Gilles de la Tourette was a very famous French neuroscientist who discovered it in 1 in 100 of French children. And it's 1 in 100 in our children. And we don't know what it is. I was treating dry eyes. I was treating tonsils. My kid had Tourette's.
And
how's he doing? How's he doing?
Oh, he's a prince. He's great. And many kids outgrow it, and there are medications for it. It's a new age for Tourette's.
Sheila, real quick, you know, HBO, growing up, it was all about, you know, movies that were a couple of months old. Movies, big blockbusters.
Right.
Documentaries generally don't make money at the box office, but Home Box Office invested in a big way, and now it's probably the premier network for documentaries. Really?
Right.
Who decided that? Was it you? Who made that happen?
I am the Columbus of documentaries.
Yeah.
But didn't they discover he didn't discover America?
He was influential, so no, you didn't. Well, you didn't discover. Obviously,
I was
documentary.
Influential, but I entered 30-some-odd years ago when documentary was a dirty word. And somehow I'd like to take credit for making it a clean word, but I'm not sure I did it all by myself. But if you want to give me credit, I'll take it.
Well, that jinx was something else. Can I give you credit for that one?
Well, you can give a lot of producers like Andrew Jarecki
and
people like that, yeah.
And the Debbie Reynolds and Carrie Fisher documentary, which was incredible to watch.
I have a good eye for other people's talent.
By the way,
maybe I'm a scavenger. Is that
you
possible?
can meet Sheila Tuesday, May 23rd, 8 o'clock. She's going to be at the 92nd Street Y.
Yes, are you going to be there?
Oh my goodness,
I'll give you a front
that.
row seat.
And by the way, this book, not only is it fun to read, but if you don't feel like reading it, she's got the audio version of this book, and you have great people who read from the book.
So good.
Like Meryl Streep, right?
Meryl Streep, Kristen Baranski, Whoopi.
Whoopi! They take turns reading your book?
Yes.
That's fabulous.
Yes, they're sad and happy too.
Sheila Nevins, thank you. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're the best.